For once in my lifetime, Cape Coast is really flooded. Cape Coast is flooded. This is electricity area. Ooh.
I mean, look at the magnitude of this. Look at the magnitude. This is... Anyway. And you guys heard what he said, right? He said Cape Coast is flooded. Like I said, or I alluded to earlier, Cape Coast, I guess, doesn't usually get flooded. Or hardly gets flooded at all. Now it's starting to. So then you have to ask yourself, why? What's happening over there? What happened? What's happening in Cape Coast that a city that never used to get flooded now is getting flooded? At least the people that live in Accra know how to deal with the floods because they've been dealing with it for a while. Cape Coasters or Cape Coastians or whatever you want to call them, this is new for them. So they're going to have to... It's going to be rougher on them. They're not used to this. Anyway, let's see.
Coast is flooded and there's no go area. No one is coming, no one is going. Cape Coast Tantray, same everywhere. Cape Coast.
Now, you see, these are all stores that are lining up the streets. And as you can see, the water is just... Hold on. The water is right there. Can you imagine if this... See, if this is a store. Imagine this is a store that sells, I don't know, bags of rice or something. And if these bags of rice are not on pallets, very high pallets, the rice, the bags of rice on the bottom are all gone. They're all destroyed. And via osmosis, the water is going to start leaking or, diffusing into the bags that are on top if they are not moved in time. So you figure if that is a store that has, I don't know, 100 bags of rice, when it's all said and done, and the owner has cleared the store, the flood waters have receded, he'll probably lose half his merchandise. And knowing Ghana, there is I guarantee you nobody on here has anything, has any insurance to insure their goods. I can guarantee you that. Maybe 1 out of 100 stores will even think about insurance. Most of them don't. So that is money that they just lost. So you see how all these little contributing factors can make us not progress as a nation. Because every time we try to move forward, there is a setback. And the setback is a result of us not taking care of something earlier. Is a result of us not being proactive, but instead being reactive. Things of this nature could be mitigated, or things could have been put in place to mitigate stuff like this decades ago. But because we're not proactive, because we never think 2-3 steps ahead, because we never think calamity will befall us, we don't put measures in place until calamity strikes. Then you start hearing, hey, serious, Jesus is Lord. All the useless euphemisms that Africans we like to utter in our times of distress. Those things ain't gonna help us. Those things are not gonna... Jesus ain't coming to save you at this very particular moment. If he doesn't think you're gonna die, if you're a firm believer and all you care about... Because when things get to this point, you're not really thinking about the goods in your store. You're thinking about staying alive. So if you're a firm believer in Christ and you're a firm believer that or you appeal to God's sense of compassion to save your life. Yes, he might save your life. He's not going to save your rice though. He's not going to save the goods in your store. He's going to let that be a lesson to you for not being proactive. You're going to learn that painful lesson of that time when you were not proactive in making sure that when it floods, you are not on the receiving end of it. Will you learn? That is the question. Will you learn? Will you take something home from this lesson? If you don't, well, it's going to happen again. Anyway, let's continue. All right, let's see.
Oh, for once in
This
my
is the one we
lifetime.
just saw. Let's see. There we go. There you go. See, this is typical. This is typical Ghanaian behavior. I call this. I like to refer to this as the soundtrack of confusion. Like, close your eyes for a minute and just listen to the sound. Pay no attention to the video. Just close your eyes and listen to the sound. Listen to the people in the background just complaining, Ghanaians yelling and clapping their hands and doing all this, and as if that'll save them. I call it the soundtrack of confusion. But this is what will happen. The soundtrack of confusion will always play in your life. The soundtrack of confusion will end up being the soundtrack of your life if you're never proactive. If you're never proactive, but instead you choose to be reactive, the soundtrack of confusion, that'll be the theme of your life. Anyway. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the water of this. But you see how she's just yelling and screaming in the background, like that's gonna help her, like that's gonna do anything, will do something for her. And it's not. That's the unfortunate part about it. At this point, what is the sense in yelling, really? The people that she's appealing to, the government ain't gonna come and save you right now. The members of parliament, they're in their mansions just observing the chaos on TV. They ain't coming out to save you now. They'll come out when the waters have receded and they're up for re-election. Then they'll come through your neighborhood and give you some bags of rice and some cooking oil, and you'll end up voting for them again, and the cycle will repeat. The cycle will repeat. The rains will come again. Your stores and your houses will get flooded again. And all you can do is just yell and scream. The soundtrack of confusion. Wow. All right. Let's see what the last video has to offer. These guys, I don't even know what they're doing. I don't even understand what the I don't know what they're hoping to accomplish. Like, first of all, I think it's still raining. And these two are out here scooping water out of whatever their compound. And I've been trying to figure out what they hope to accomplish. I think this is still Cape Coast. Yeah, I think this is still Cape Coast. And Cape Coast, like I said, the guys that live in Cape Coast have never been flooded. So I think this is their way of dealing with it. Like they think they can scoop the water out. If this wasn't Accra, you wouldn't see anybody scooping anything out because they already know. But I think the guys in Cape Coast haven't learned that yet. So they're at their wits' end and they're trying to just do something. Look, see? Same here. Look at this. Look, he's pointing to his bedroom. Yeah, look at his bedroom. His bedroom totally flooded. Mattress, bed, totally flooded. Look at that. And they're still scooping. Maybe I should go to Ghana and go invest in the water pumping business. I can see that making money. You'd make money around the months of June, July. That's when it rains a lot in Ghana. As soon as people's houses get flooded, you get on your boat with your pumps and you start going from door to door and you tell them, hey, listen, we'll pump this stuff out for X amount of cedis or whatever. I can see you making money. Anyway. Now, you guys see this teal color in the bedroom. I talked about this too on the audio podcast on one of the episodes where I was talking about my trip to Ghana. I don't know why Ghanaians still color their bedrooms these demure, depressing colors. This should put you to sleep. You could be there in the daytime talking to someone and you'd be falling asleep at 2 p.m. because look at these dark, depressing colors. And they're always combined colors that clash too. But look at the destruction. Look at the amount of destruction. Let's see. Oh, this is a different... But anyway, so that'll be that for today. This is... I'll save this for the next episode. This is a totally different story. But yeah, guys. So again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Remember, SSL, subscribe, share, and like. Subscribe, share, and like, and help me grow the channel. Let's try to get at least 100 subscribers. What are we in? June? Let's try to get at least 100 subscribers by the end of July. How about that? That is a reachable goal, people. Come on. So help me do that. And as usual, I will see you on the next episode.